This is a seminar on or it's a part of our series on government and the marketplace. I'm Nani Burns, and I am a senior university fellow, hanging out mostly with the School of Public Policy and Urban Affairs. And Chris Basso, who's waving down there, is the associate dean, and he and I have worked together to put together this series on exploring issues in the way government relates to the marketplace, when and how it can be useful, and what its role should be. And we've done this through case studies, which seem to generate a deeper discussion about the appropriate role of government in the marketplace. We've had a number of them already. Our first was fostering economic development, in which we had the former Secretary of Housing and Economic Development, Dan O'Connell, and Peter Enrich, who's sitting at the end of the table, talk about the Massachusetts Film Tax Credit. We had a program on the Massachusetts Healthcare Connector with John Kingsdale, who was the founding executive director, and Jim Sturgios from Pioneer Institute. We discussed the Massachusetts development of broadband access, principally to Western Massachusetts, with Stan McGee, who is affectionately known as the broadband czar. And we also had, and Richard O'Brien, our own Richard O'Brien, moderated that discussion. We had a representative from Verizon. Last month, we had a discussion on the Massachusetts fisheries and how government can assist and manage that to focus on sustainable fishing industry as well as sustainable fishing stock. This time we are talking about managing risk, which has to do, in this case, with managing toxic substances. And I'm going to let our moderator, Jennifer Nash, introduce our speakers, but I get to introduce Jennifer, who is our own Jennifer, because she's a senior research associate in Northeastern's Nanotechnology and Society Research Group, but she managed to now have moved herself across the river on a regular basis. She is the executive director of the Harvard Kennedy School Regulatory Policy Program and associate director of the Mosavar Rahmani Center for Business and Government. Before she came to Northeastern, she was the director of policy and programs at the Product Stewardship Institute and the executive director of the Harvard Kennedy School Corporate Social Responsibility Initiative. She's a member of the American Chemistry Council's Advisory Panel on Responsible Care and the United States EPA's National Advisory Council on Environmental Policy and Technology. She's co-edited 2 books and written extensively, and we still claim her even though she goes to work across the river most of the time. Jennifer.